let's be less conservative and a little bit more pioneer. We live in an industry where the people are always a bit hesitating, changing their habits. And here, if you want to be successful in fast-growing markets, you need to change your habits.
Right in the heart of Frankfurt, over 150 supply chain experts met for the second edition of the management conference, EXCHAiNGE. Evolving around this year's motto, "Are we still the suppliers of change?" Solutions, ideas and concepts of how to benefit from new technology and trends were discussed and shared. Keynote speaker Jonathan Wickman explained how social economy models are already changing the way business is done.
So how can you, as a company, play a part in that? I think that's very much about, letting go of your traditional way of, for instance, looking at the supply chain as a process, and instead partnering with the crowd through all the various steps of the supply chain.
New technologies are also changing non-commercial areas. Humanitarian logistics, for example, take effective advantage of new technology in order to collaborate. That's something commercial logistics can and should learn from.
We're used to competition, but here we have to get used to collaboration. I think that's key. And I think, understanding the context and not assuming that you understand the marketplace, because in every disaster, the so-called marketplace is different.
Presentations and discussions covered other drivers of change, like big data, 3D printing, and the crowd's influence. But experts agreed on what is still the most important factor.
Without humans, the technology cannot do much. And logistics are in favor of the people.
As a highlight of the conference, the 9th edition of the prestigious Supply Chain Management Award was presented during the two-day program. In advance, companies around the world had the chance to apply for the award with innovative supply chain concepts and models. Among the finalists were Knorr Bremse GmbH, Bilder AG, Paul Hartmann AG, and this year's winner, GF Piping Systems from Switzerland.
Hat seine Supply Chain konsequent als Unique Selling Proposition ausgezeichnet, hat es konsequent durchgesetzt und durch diesen Ansatz ist das Unternehmen schlicht und ergreifend einfach in der Lage, seine Logistikkosten maßgeblich zu senken.
Taking participants to a deeper level, the winner as well as the finalists presented their supply chain concepts and models in depth. But still, after 2 days of intense talks, discussions, simulation games and workshops, there is need for ongoing exchange.
The one thing I'd like to see is greater visibility in supply chain. So, greater understanding of the key cost drivers and visibility around the supply chain, because, I think we still find going into the largest organizations, there's still a sort of lack of understanding around this, around supply chain.
Every innovation is the result of ideas. And ideas, they don't come out of one head. And the more heads you meet, the better ideas you have. And the more ideas you have.
So join the conversation. See you next year.